I am starting to feel things that I never thought I would feel again. Not since your father.
What? No, you did not tell me that.
I want to start with two personal questions inspired by what happens in the film. One of the things I loved about the story was the emphasis on Zara being an underappreciated assistant. So whether it's like a personal assistant, someone on set, can you name someone you would dub an unsung hero who deserves more credit for the work that they do?
Well, every assistant, every good assistant, because there are, I believe, because I've been in this business so long, I have seen assistants, good and not so good. And the ones that really care about that job and make that job a priority and do well are the ones who wind up running studios later on. And this character was based on a specific person. For that. My friend Pam Abdi, who's running Warner Brothers now, when I first met Pam, she was Danny DeVito's assistant. And she's from Jersey and Danny's from Jersey. And watching the two of them was such a joy because Pam never let Danny get away with it just because he was a movie star. And he loved that about her. That's why he loved her. And so that dynamic of why Zara speaks back to Chris and why he loves her is because of that dynamic, that was inspired by them.
I love that. Has she seen the film?
Yes, and she's coming tonight.
Oh, that's so cool.
Her daughter's coming with her.
I love that you're going to have that experience tonight. The other personal question. So in the movie, Zara goes to work for Chris as an assistant in hopes that he'll help her rise in the industry.
And she'll learn the
of course,
business.
He's got to come around to doing that.
Yeah.
But can you name someone in your career who did that for you? Someone who believed in you and kind of gave you the nudge up just when you needed?
Stacey Scher, who was the first person to read Fisher King. And then she gave the script to Linda Obst and Deborah Hill, and they also, those three women, really gave me the confidence and started my career.
I love that. I love putting a spotlight on people like that. It's a hard business. No one goes up without help and support
they were
from others.
extraordinary. I was very
lucky. And you got
lucky.
to pay it forward, too.
I was very lucky with those three women.
I love hearing that. So this is your first film that you're directing in 10 years. I have two questions about that. First, what was it about this script that made you think this is the material and now is the time? And also, is there anything about what you've experienced in the last 10 years that has evolved your directing in a way you didn't expect?
I loved Carrie's script. I thought it was smart and fresh and of today. And it was a millennial voice that I don't have. And I was attracted to it. I liked the idea of a romantic comedy that could evolve into a coming-of-age story for three different characters at three different stages of their ages. And the whole character being similar to my age, I'm older, but the same thing, and going through what I call a second adulthood, where you wake up after you've achieved a lot of things in life and you are this person that everybody thinks you are, and you go, wait a minute, who am I really, and who did I forget or drop along the way? And you come out from hiding, and that's what's happened for me in my personal life. So that's what attracted me to do it now.
I love the emphasis on a variety of coming-of-age experience, because I feel like everyone boxes it into, it's a high school movie, it's a coming-of-age movie.
No.
You come of age so many stages.
Always. That's what's great about life. You can keep growing up. I'm still growing up.
Yeah, I mean, we literally all are, if we're willing to admit it or
That's
not.
right.
So the other half of that question was, what is something about what you've experienced in the last 10 years that you found evolving your craft as a director here?
I have to say, a little movie I did, the last movie I did was Last 5 Years, which wasn't a movie to do for the market or anything like that. It's just because I love musicals and I love that musical. And I did it for the fans of the musical and for myself. And it was kind of experimental, because it was all song, and what I was able to do with the camera and with my cameraman gave me confidence in movement and in visual storytelling.
I can definitely see that.
That helped
here.
a lot. That kind of opened me up, and because there wasn't any pressure about Hollywood, or I knew it wasn't going to succeed. I knew it was going to be just a small movie for me. But I loved it was my favorite experience before this one.
I think we need to redefine success in Hollywood. I am a big believer that even if your movie moved one person, it is a success because it means something to someone.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
I have to talk about the casting in this movie because I look at your three main roles here and I see actors who just so heavily define those characters. So it was making me wonder, when you first signed on, how did you picture those three characters? And when you found out who was going to play them, how did those characters change?
When I first found out, I was really excited and a little intimidated because they're all so talented. when we started working, it was one of those things where no one else could have played those roles. Zac understood him immediately. He got the humor and the tenor and the tone of him completely. Joey was this amazing, versatile, funny, moving. She has access to all her talent. And Nicole is Nicole. So here is this like iconic actress in the middle of all of it, sort of glowing and being kind of the spine for the whole thing. And her humor and her ease and her truth. They were all honest, you know. They were never faking it, you know, in a way. They were never pushing it. They were all genuine, and that's what makes the humor funny, and that's what makes the emotion real.
So true. Makes or breaks a movie like
Yeah,
this, and they
yeah.
soar in that capacity. Joey and Zac were telling me a little bit about how much improv and riffing happened on this set, so that was making me wonder, of all the scenes in the movie, which one changed the most from script to screen because of it?
Well, the one that keeps coming to mind is the scene in the car, because we shot that over and over and over from different angles, and Zac would come up with different things to say each time, like the idea of him winning an improv contest when he was a kid. That's Zac, and he only said that once. And his riffing off of Cher, and the list of things he's left at his girlfriend's apartment. So a lot of that stuff would change. I think that's the one that comes to mind.
I feel like you could totally tell while watching the film that so much of that is like purely them and playing off one another, and
Yes.
it's a great way to kick this off.
Yes.
I'm going to end with my most important question of the bunch. It's another personal question inspired by the film because I love the grocery store bit and his enthusiasm for cereal at the end. I need you to rank your top 3 cereals.
Right now, my top one is Kashi berry flavor. That's my top right now. I don't really have any others.
Okay. I still like that you came to play and you had an answer in your back pocket. That was great.
I've been eating it nonstop for some reason.
I'll add one more layer to that because Oreos are also brought up. What is your favorite kind of Oreo?
Oh, I like the thin mint ones because I put them in the fridge and they get cold.
You are a snack pro. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by your movie, but especially with how well you know your snacks. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations
It's a
on your
pleasure.
movie.
Thank you.